it's Helen Barklam here. How are you? I'm coming to you live from the Costa del Sol, just outside Fuengirola, and it's raining, but we're in the middle of lockdown here during the coronavirus outbreak, and I thought I'd do a video to keep me entertained, to keep you guys entertained, and to carry on with where I left off with my launch video a couple of weeks ago, when I talked a little bit about my journey and where I'd sort of like come from, my experience with MLM network marketing and my plans moving forward. So I'm keeping true to myself, getting out of my comfort zone big time, and I want to tell you a little bit about MLM network marketing. What on earth is it? Is it a scam? Is it a pyramid scheme? It's a question that, funnily enough, comes up regularly, but not quite as often as you might think, to be fair. Pyramid schemes are certainly something of the past, from a long time ago. There's only really people of a certain age that tend to remember what those are, and I think it's still important to actually cover that off, because if I'm talking to students who are maybe in their 20s, their mums and dads will remember what pyramid schemes were. So it's really important that we address that issue. So, firstly, what is MLM? What is network marketing? Well, they're both the same thing. MLM, it's called multi-level marketing. Did you know that Richard Branson and Bill Gates both said that if they were able to start from scratch again and create their fortunes from scratch again, they would choose MLM network marketing to be able to do that? So that's how well respected the industry actually is amongst business people. And I think that a lot of the sort of scam mentality, the pyramid scheme mentality, it comes with people from just a lack of education about what it is. It really is a fantastic opportunity for people to be able to work flexibly, to be able to earn a bit of extra money, a side hustle, that sort of like whole gig economy that we've heard being talked about. And the chance to, I think I said work flexibly, work from home, to do things sort of like around other things and bring in that extra money that sometimes people need to be able to make ends meet. Others might be much more ambitious, want to go for the big money, and that's totally up to you. Let me start from the beginning. So, a pyramid scheme in the UK and most countries around the world is actually illegal. Now, a pyramid scheme was something that people were asked to put money into a scheme, but they actually weren't given anything. It was all about recruitment of people and people putting money in. There was no product transfer there. Now, the company that I work with, Forever Living, has been around for over 40 years. And the reason it is so successful is because it's underpinned by this amazing natural product range. So some people are customers and buy amazing products. They want to get their hands on amazing products. Some people come on board to do a little bit of retail, but also to grow a big team of people and finding people who want to retail and actually earn some extra money as well. But I'll talk through that in a little bit more detail in a second. So the reason that this is not a pyramid scheme is because, firstly, we have product involved, and there's product available for people to actually buy. Do you know what? There's been no one around here all day, and all of a sudden I've sat down and turned this video on. About 3 cars have driven past. They're not supposed to be out and about, so I don't know who it is. Anyway, so a lot of the mentality is, oh my God, you've got to get in the beginning to actually make any money. As I said, this company's been around for 40 odd years, and people are still coming in and they're making money. I've got this. This is on my outside table, and it keeps wobbling. I'm so sorry. I'll try not to knock the table. So that's not the case at all. You know, I joined this business 6 years ago, and I've made money. So that's an absolute myth, load of rubbish. That's not what needs to happen. The goods that we work with are all fast-moving consumer goods, so they're goods that people need on a monthly, weekly, every couple of months basis. So there's a constant requirement for people to order from you. So hence you've got that sales going on a really regular basis. So there's no chance in saturation of the market here. It just doesn't work like that. When people say, I can't believe there's another one just gone past. When people say it's a scam, I think one of the reasons people do that is because Sometimes it's made to sound like it's too good to be true. Some people don't necessarily give, there are people out there who aren't honest with the way the business it works, because if you want to make money doing this, then you have to put the effort in. It's like any business. If you sit back and relax, money doesn't grow on trees. It's not going to come to you. You've got to go out there and make it happen. And that's why I think a lot of people say that it's a scam or it doesn't work, and it's because they might come on board with these stories of like making thousands of pounds in a couple of weeks, and it doesn't work like that. You've got to be prepared to work hard. You've got to put the effort in, and if you do, then the rewards will come. The same as anything in life, you've got to work for it. And I think that's where a lot of the sort of bad energy and the bad vibes and the bad stories around MLM and network marketing come, because people have sold these false stories basically. But believe me, if you want it, you've got to put the hard work in. And that's one of the reasons my business has not grown as much as I've wanted it to, really. I would have liked to have been in a better position right now, but one of the reasons that I'm not as far ahead as I wanted to is because I had other priorities, and I prioritise those other activities, things that I needed to do, rather than my business. And that's why my business, I suppose, stagnated for quite a while. And I'm quite open and honest with people about that. And when I'm talking to them about what I do and about them coming on board and working with me, I say to them, listen, if you're not prepared to work hard, if you want that bigger money every month, you need to be prepared to work hard, otherwise it's just not the right thing for you. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, only a small percentage of people earn the big money. Really interestingly, the Direct Selling Association did quite a lot of research on this, and a large percentage, and forgive me, I can't remember the percentage, a large percentage of people join MLM companies, network marketing companies, just because they want to earn an extra £200 to £400, dollars or euros every month. And what that does is it bridges the gap. It helps them to pay the rent, or it helps them to maybe have those special luxuries that they can give the kids or themselves, extra clothes or money towards holidays, those sorts of things. That's what an MLM side hustle network marketing business can give people. It's really great for students who might want to earn a bit of extra money really flexibly around their studies, because that's a really key thing about it. You set your hours. You can work the hours you want to in a network marketing business. So for people like students and mums, or maybe people who are part-time, you can work this really flexibly. A lot of people work it full-time with children, and because you can put it into the pockets of time that you have during the day, it works really well for them, and they can build it at their own pace. And then at any point where they feel like they want to, if they want to earn more money than just that extra income, they can scale it up and get to the point whereby they can get rid of that day job or reduce the hours to part-time hours, and use and grow their network marketing business. What else have I got written down here as my little notes? You know what I'm like. For those of you who watch my videos, I can go off on one if I don't make any notes. I think the really interesting thing when you talk about pyramid schemes and getting in, early and making the money, and or only a small percentage of people earn the big bucks. I think if you imagine a normal business, you've got an MD or a CEO at the top, and then you've got a management level, and another management level, and then you've got all the workers down at the bottom. Isn't that the classic pyramid scheme? And if you think about it, the number of people, these workers down the bottom, how much opportunity have they got to get to that position? It's very minimal, isn't it? Because it goes like that. The great thing about network marketing is it doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past, any mistakes you've made in the past, how much money you've earned in the past, what your skills are. Everybody comes in equal, and everybody has the opportunity to work their way up to the bigger money. It doesn't matter, basically, what your background is or where you come in. It really doesn't. It's about the amount of work that you put in and how you decide. So you could come in and decide you want to be the next big thing, and as long as you are coachable, you take on board all the training, you do the work, then you can work your way up and achieve whatever it is that you actually want to achieve. And this is where people say, oh, that all sounds too good to be true. But, it is a case of you have to put the work in. And if you're prepared to do that, then everybody, every single person has got an opportunity in network marketing. And that's the one thing I love about our business, because I think that in most businesses these days, people don't have that opportunity these days. They just don't. There's not that opportunity to work your way up the ladder in most businesses. If you come from nowhere and start at that bottom level, it's only the tiny percentage of people that work their way up there. So that is a little bit from me about what MLM is, what network marketing is, and hopefully that helps to iron out some of the myths, some of the concerns, worries that people might have if they're approached by somebody to have a look at a network marketing opportunity. But if you are, take a little look at it, and if you don't like what that particular person is showing you, there are lots and lots of network marketing companies out there with all sorts of different products, and if the products of one company don't suit you, or you're not quite sure about how that company particularly works, do some research, find the company that works the best for you, and I'll talk about that again in another video. But thanks for watching, and I hope that's been useful. See you later.